Hello everyone, my name is Akshay Same and our SIH topic is AI-enabled water well prediction, which comes under the Ministry of Jal Shakti. So the our problem statement defines that we have to predict if a location that a user can build a water well on that location or not. So user will give his location and will predict if a water well can be dug on their location or not. So this is just a first half of problem statement. There are also various other questions in the problem statement, like what will be the depth of well, what type of drilling technique will be used to drill there, what will be the quality of water when the well is dug, and etc. So let's start with our website. So we are going to include all these features in our website, and we are going to do this by taking various information from the user by processing those information. So we'll see this later in our website. So let's start. First, the name of our website will be predictwell.ai. Next, this is our home page. So if you see some information on our website, so this is a map which is very important while for predicting if a well can be dug on a certain location or not. So if we hover over this structure, so we'll see various cluster like structure. Like if you hover over here, we'll see some blue area, so that is a cluster. So what cluster is that? So that is a well cluster. Like we have plotted all the wells, we have created a cluster of various wells, and the blue area you see contains a lot of wells. So the number you see here, 541. So the blue area contains 541 wells. So these are all the well locations that are currently in India. So if we zoom here, the clusters keep on increasing, and at the end we see these blue markers. So what are these blue markers? These blue markers are the wells present in India. So with by usage of these markers, we are going to predict if a well can be dug on that particular location given by user or not. So various information about this map is given here. So orange represent a high density of wells in an area, yellow represents a moderate density of wells, and green denotes a lower density of wells, and blue is the number of wells. Blue is like the well in that area. So this is a cluster map. Next, okay, this is a very important for website because one of the statement mentioned in the problem statement was also the feedback. So we had to take feedback from users based on the experience of user. So the feedback we are taking from the user is that if user has dug a well using our prediction page, like using our website, then the user will tell that the well is working correctly or are there any problems, and based on that we'll update the data of that particular area. Like if user is trying to dig a well, but the quality of water in that area is not good, and but our predictor says that quality of water is good, so we'll update that data based on user feedback. And there is also an important option in our website, that is the translation option. Like this website is mainly for farmers in India and for the rural people. So because most of the wells are built based on that application, so we are also given an option of multiple languages. So we are giving an option of all the native languages in India that are spoken in rural villages or areas. So that is one part of our website. Next, if we scroll up on the website and we'll see here a predict on that button, we'll go to the prediction page. Well, that is a form will be displayed here, which will take all the information from user. That is the name of the user, the email of the user, and next option is the image of user. So image the user will put will be a soil image, like for example this black soil. So based on this soil image and based on a very important factor, the next factor in prediction that we have used is the aquifer. So for aquifer, we are getting the location of user, the prediction page. After the user fill this location, there will be a prompt asking for permission of location of the user. So when the users accept that permission, then the current location of user will be displayed here, and if the location is not accurate, then user can also change this location based on the pointer located on that map. If the user has entered an location like this, so the aquifer, on the basis of the information of user, will predict what type of aquifer is located in that area, because India is very vast and various types of aquifer are located in India, like alluvium, laterite, etc. So to predict that aquifer, we need the location of user. So we are taking the location and we are predicting the aquifer, because aquifer is very important. Like aquifer is a rock in which the groundwater is seeping. So we need to find what type of rock it is, like to find out what type of like how much water will it give, what is the density of that rock, to suggest a proper suitable drilling technique to the user, etc. And next is the location picker. So using the location picker, we will get an appropriate location, like we will get a perfect location of user, latitude and longitude, by which we will predict if the well can be dug on that area or not. So if user expected discharge, that is how much water will the user expect after the well will be built. Water quality is also a very important factor, because if the water quality is not good, then there is no use of building a well in that area. Next is aquifer. So aquifer is also very important, because based on this aquifer, we are predicting these four things, like drilling technique, depth of water bearing zone, and expected discharge. So this is also very important. Like alluvial aquifer is the best aquifer, because it makes, like, it has the best water discharge. The drilling techniques used can be very easier. The soil there is also very fertile, etc. So we'll predict these four things based on the aquifer. And next, in our page, there is also an option of visualization, which gives various information to users. Like this is the first map that we have seen already. Next is groundwater pie chart. So in groundwater pie chart, there is simply an information about distribution of groundwater based on various district and city in India. And there is also a legend. So we can view the data of various groundwater in this district or city based using this groundwater pie chart. Next is heat map. So this is also very important part of project, because heat map, based on this heat map, we are predicting the water quality. So you see various parameters here. These are all the chemicals that can be found in water. So we are using this heat map to denote these various chemicals. Like, so if we use just pH value, so pH value is also a very important factor in, like, telling if the water is drinkable or not, or the well digging suitability based on that water quality factor, because water quality is very important, as most of the water from the well is used for drinking or daily use. So water quality must be good. So you see this blue dots on maps. So these are the areas where the water quality, like the, as we have selected the pH value, right? So the pH value is high in these areas. So water well is not advised to be constructed in that area, because the water quality will not be that good in that area, because the pH levels will be high. So next is line maps. So this is also a very important part in the prediction if a well can be built or not, because what we have done here is we have plotted all the wells, then we have connected the wells that are nearby in the 2 to 3 kilometer radius. So if we see here, so there are two wells in this location. So these wells are connected using a line. So if a user gives a location on this line which falls on this line, then we can tell the user that well can be built there, and there are very high chances then the well built there will produce very good results, because if there are two wells on both the side of these lines, so the groundwater that is passing through the both wells is going in this straight line. So when a user tells us a location and it falls on this line, then we can tell that well can be built on that line. So the probability is very high, and also we can extend this line forward or backward, and if a well falls on the extended line, then also we can tell that the well can be constructed here and there will be a good water discharge. And at the end, there is also an important factor, because the data that we have collected, that is the data available of the government, is not very deep. Like the data is not the quantity of data is not very high. So for that, we have also visited a CGWB, like the CGWB department, the Central Groundwater Board department, that is present in Pune. So we have also requested this department to give us some data about groundwater, so that we can continue our project, we can help some more people. So they have also guided us in this project, and that is a very important guidance, because based on that guidance we have also made various changes. We have created various changes in our website. And finally, we are also going to add an admin panel. Like the usage of admin panel is very important in this part, because the well data is constantly updating. India is a very large country and the water well industry is a very big industry which is expected to grow very high till 2027. So the well data is constantly updating. Like there are new wells are being created every day. So we are going to take feedback from users about the new wells in that area, about what the water quality is, etc. And the admin panel plays a very important role in this because even if a data is updated, then admin panel can update the data and this updated data will be reflected in our website, which is very important because the latest data is very helpful for our models to accurately predict if a well can be dig at that location, like the drilling technique, etc. So all the factors. So admin panel is very important and that will also be included in our website. So that is all from us. Thank you.